Hi, I'm Whitney, and this is Evie. I go by the username EcoVeganGal online, and Evie goes by EcoVeganDog because she is as eco-friendly and as vegan as I can possibly influence her to be. So today I'm going to share with you some updates on her life, on the products that I've been using with her, the things that we both seem to really love. I know I love them, and Evie's a pretty good communicator, so I think that she loves them too. By the way, this video is recorded live, so there's no editing. This is all impromptu, very authentic. This is the style that I use on my main YouTube channel called EcoVeganGal. If you're interested in learning more about the eco-friendly vegan way of life, go check out that channel for more tips for humans. This video is all about tips for people that have companion animals, companion dogs specifically. So I'm going to put Evie down because she's a little nervous right now. She just got her teeth cleaned, which is something I'll talk a little bit about today, but she's got nice clean teeth, which I'm really excited about. And she was feeling a little sad about having to go to the dentist, the dog dentist. Okay, so let's jump right in. First of all, if you're brand new to my channel, you've never watched anything before, a little background is that I've been vegan since 2003, so it's 2018, this is my 15th year as a vegan. I brought Evie into my life at the end of 2009, and she is about 8.5 years old, I think, and she's been vegan almost her entire life. Now, of course, since I've been vegan for so long, veganism is a big priority in my life, and I really gave a lot of thought to whether or not I would have my dog be vegan. And I did a ton of research and found out that it is not only possible, but it can actually be very healthy. And Evie, being almost 9 years old, has had very few health problems, and none of them have been connected to her plant-based diet. In fact, I've seen a variety of different vets over the years, and they all have had no problem with her being vegan. And I've found that it's easier and easier to find plant-based dog food. You can't see it, but I'll be showing you a few varieties here today. There's actually 4 different kibble brands that just in the bags that I have here. There's a number of more brands beyond that you can find online, and I'll give you some resources in the description of this video if you want to check that out. So I guess actually we should just start with food, since food is a popular topic. And if you happen to be watching live, feel free to ask any questions you want. If you're watching the recording, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to link to a few other videos to help you out that might be shorter, more edited versions of this if you prefer, because this one could possibly run a little bit long. So back here, I have V-Dog, Natural Balance, Gather, and Halo. So I'm going to leave the big V-Dog bag right there because it's on the heavier side. These are smaller bag size, so they're a lot easier to show you. First, I have a Gather Endless Valley. I've only tried this once. This company sent me a sample to try out. Evie seemed to really like it. I also received a sample of Halo, which is a fairly well-known brand. And by the way, you can get most of these brands at Petco. Definitely these two. V-Dog, it depends where you live. And Gather, I'm not sure where you can buy that. You can definitely get it online, and I'll link to their website so you can order it or find some locations. Anyway, so I got Halo as a sample. I think I've purchased this once or twice since I got the sample because Evie seemed to like it. But the brands that I'm most consistent with in terms of kibble for Evie is Natural Balance and V-Dog. And I find that their formulations are very similar. I've actually done a side-by-side comparison between the ingredients, and I have a video that talks about the differences. So if you want to learn more about the two brands, check out that other video. But yeah, she really seems to like it. I'm just finishing up a huge bag of Natural Balance. I actually keep the smaller bags around for traveling. So if I'm bringing her to a dog sitter, for example, or if we're going on the road, I really like having these bags. My favorite bag is actually probably Gather because it's got this nice Velcro on it. And then the Halo has a little slider thing. So these are really great for portability. This Natural Balance is the only one that you have to like cut open. It doesn't have a sealant on it, so I just fold it over and clip it. But I keep these around for that reason, because I like to reuse things to be more eco-friendly. But anyways, I'm just finishing up a huge bag of Natural Balance, and now I'm going to switch that out for V-Dog and dive into that bag. Now, because the formulations are slightly different, you should never go right from one brand into another. It's really good to start mixing them slowly so your dog's digestive system can get used to it. With that advice, I also want to share that that is something I learned through research. I'm not a vet, so please double check any information that I give you with your vet, because I can't be liable for any issues that you have with your dog. That information about slowly switching your food over is just something that I've learned along the way. And actually that's how I transitioned Evie from her very first diet as a puppy into her vegan diet. And if you want to learn more about that vegan transition when Evie was just a little small dog, little puppy, you can check out that video. That'll also be linked down below, and you can learn about how my very first steps with transitioning her to the vegan diet. All right, next up, oh, actually one more thing is canned food. So Evie really loves canned food. I consider this more a treat, and I've also given this to her when had teeth sensitivity. So for example, she just got her teeth professionally cleaned today. I'm gonna give her some soft food, and also I like to mix in warm water into her kibble to soften that up, just in case her teeth are hurting. I just found out she actually has some cavities, and the vet told me that they don't know how it happened, and it's common for older dogs. Sometimes they just get cavities. So that's actually one reason I would really encourage you to get your dog's teeth professionally cleaned, because it's really helpful to just check on them. I actually like to brush Evie's teeth at home. I'll talk a little bit about that. But now that she has cavities, it looks like I might have to go get a more intensive dental care and have them remove those teeth. So anyways, I bring that up because her teeth are probably very sensitive right now, and I think canned food is nice. It's also just a nice little treat every now and then. Sometimes she gets bored of the kibble, or at least that's what it seems like. So she won't be as eager to eat it. She'll kind of not eat quite as much, and if there doesn't seem to be anything else going on with her body, I found that by adding some more exciting food to her kibble, she will love to eat it. And this is something that you just kind of experiment with your dog, and again, you can always talk to a vet about this. I really think it's important to just get to know your dog, their behavior, what their body looks like, what their body feels like, so you're very attuned to how they're feeling. And one thing over the almost 9 years that Evie's been in my life is that I just feel like I can read her very, very well. There's only a few things that she does that are confusing to me, but for the most part, she's very good at communicating with me. I don't know if that's a Jack Russell thing or just a bond that we have, but it's wonderful. So I know her habits in terms of eating food, and when she's just kind of like not that interested in her kibble, one thing I'll try is adding things like nutritional yeast to her food, which is good for dogs and good for humans as well. So I'll sprinkle a little bit of that on her kibble. Sometimes I'll put a tiny bit of oil on her food, but you want to be careful with that. The major health issue that Evie's had in all this time that I've had her was diagnosed as pancreatitis. And pancreatitis is often caused by animals who are consuming too much fat. And the vets were unable to tell me exactly what caused that pancreatitis issue, but they said that I should be very careful about fat content. So in the past, I used to be a little bit more liberal about feeding her a little bit of oil or nuts, for instance. She loves like cashews and almonds. And now I don't give her any nuts like that, except for the rare occasion. And if I do give her oil to spice up her food a little bit to make it more pleasant for her, it'll be a small amount, like maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon or something. Just, she likes that extra flavor. I don't know. If you've ever experienced this with your dog, I found that to be a helpful trick. The other thing that I've learned is that dogs aren't going to starve themselves. So if they don't seem super excited about their food, you don't need to be super concerned if nothing else is going on with them. But again, I'm not an expert. These are just the things I've learned along the way. So that's a long way of explaining part of the reason why I use canned food. She loves this vegetarian formula from Natural Balance, which is also vegan. And it's super easy to find this. I find this at local pet stores. I found this at Petco. You can order it online. It's a little under $2 depending on where you shop. And I just will take a small amount, maybe like 1/8 of a can, and mix that into her kibble. And so she'll be eating the two together, and she really, really enjoys that. Next, let's talk about treats. I've experimented a lot with treats over the years, and I have a fun video that I made when she was about a year old that you should definitely check out. I'll link to that down below. And I basically did like a taste test with Evie and like a ton of vegan dog treats. So again, that was many years ago, but it's one of my favorite videos, and it's cool just to see what her preferences were. Recently, I've experimented with a few different brands that she seems to really, really enjoy. One of them, and one of my personal favorites, is Riley's Organic. And these are great because they're organic and they're human grade, so you can actually eat them. I have tried one before, kind of like as a gimmick. I met the people that run this company, and they kind of encouraged me to try them, or dared me to try them, and I did it, and it tastes really good. I mean, it tastes like a dried biscuit or cracker or something like that. And there's a few different flavors. I think they're all vegan, but I'm not 100% sure. This one is a sweet potato recipe, and I think they have a peanut butter one and maybe a third flavor. And there's no wheat, no corn, and no soy. These are well priced. Evie is happy if I just give her one of them. I'm not sure if they come in different sizes. This one says small, so I suppose they do. But this tiny little piece is enough for Evie to be really happy. I've used these for training. I've used these for small rewards. She loves these, and she won't beg me for more. One of the ways that I've used these, which is really fun, is in one of her puzzles. I also have a video about this from many years ago, so I'll link to that. There's this cool company called Nina Ottoson that makes these eco-friendly puzzles. I don't know if they still make this exact design, because I got this back in, I think, 2010 or 11, but it stood the test of time, and it's made of all these, like, I think recycled materials and wood and all of that. And these treats work really well in here. So in this particular puzzle, you put a treat underneath these little blocks or whatever, and slide them into place. And as you'll see in that other video, Evie demonstrates how to use this. The dog has to like push aside the tiles and try to get to the treat. And it's a really fun exercise and game to play with you and your dog. So I recommend that because I just haven't really seen anything like that in all these years. Other treats, another brand that I've bought consistently for many years that Evie really, really enjoys is called Fido. And they make a few different of these chewy bones. They're kind of similar to Greenies, which is like the mainstream version. These are a more natural version. This one is called the Natural Super Breath Dental Care Dog Bone. So I've given these to her because she loves the texture. She loves chewing on these. And supposedly they're good for dental issues and all of that. They're made with kelp, parsley, and alfalfa. They can help reduce plaque and freshen breath. And the ingredients are just kind of happen to be vegan. They don't market this as vegan or anything, but they're pretty simple ingredients, just potato, rice, a little bit of oil, and some flavor in it. So I love these, and I found these actually at Marshall's, as you can see here with the little label. They're often on sale, so they're really inexpensive, as low as $4.50 for this bag. They come in a few different sizes, so it doesn't matter what size your dog is, they're a good choice. And I've seen these in pet stores too, and of course you can buy them online. I will link to them. The newest treat that, oh actually wait, there's a couple more to show you. I want to go in order. This one's kind of cool. This is from a company called Vega or Vegalicious, and I believe it's an all vegan, at least an all vegetarian dog line. And they make a few different products. This is their healthy treat bar. This is the peanut butter blast flavor, and it says right here in the front that it's vegan, wheat-free, soy-free, corn-free, and gluten-free. And I saved a little piece here. You will be thrilled to have this again. This is kind of like an in-between of something really soft like this and a crunchy snack. This is a little bit harder, kind of breaks and kind of crumbles, and it's almost like a food bar that we would eat as humans, but for dogs. And Evie really enjoyed this. I haven't had it a ton of times. I just got a sample of it, and she was thrilled. The newest treat that I've been trying with her, because of some of the dental issues that she's experiencing as she grows older, is this one. So I can't speak a ton to this, but I think it's worth a mention because she really, really liked it. I just got this in the past week. And this is called Grin for Dental Health. These are soft chews for dogs that freshen their breath, teeth, and tummy. And the reason I bought these, wanted to try them out, is that they are supposed to work from the inside out. So there's chlorophyll in here for up-close fresh breath, prebiotics, which support healthy bacteria and a fresh stomach, and they're chewy, which is beneficial to their teeth. And this is another product that just happens to be vegan. It's not labeled as vegan. I've read the ingredients several times. I'm always like, am I gonna find a hidden non-vegan ingredient in here? But it seems to be, and she really, really likes this a lot. The sad thing is they're a very small portion, so every time I give it to her, she's like, can I have some more? But they don't recommend giving your dog too many of these each day. So that pretty much covers some of the top treats, the more recent treats that I've had some good experiences with. I like to buy functional treats that she enjoys, but also do something for her teeth or her breath or her stomach. And speaking of which, I do have another video on the main Eco Vegan Gal channel that talks about some supplements that I tried out for her. So again, that'll be linked to down below. You have a ton of videos you can watch now if you want to learn more and go down this whole pathway of learning how to take care of your dog in a natural way. So definitely check that one out, because I tried out this wonderful line of like veterinary custom formulations for your dogs. And I don't have it here to show you, but I've experimented with a few different enzymes and probiotics for her that have been really good for keeping her digestive system in great shape, especially in the very few times that she wasn't feeling well and I had to take her to the vet, especially after she had pancreatitis. I think that might have been when I bought an enzyme probiotic formula that works super well. I will link to it. I think it was an organic formula, and I would highly recommend it because it was very, very high quality. Next up, I wanted to share with you the leash and harness that I've been using. And the reason being is that they are so durable and they work very, very well. So mainly it's this one from Doggles. It doesn't look very good because we use it constantly every day, and this is several years old now. But she, like I said, is about 8.5, and I've only had to buy 2 harnesses for her in her adult life. She had a different harness when she was a puppy. But when she grew out of that, I gave her this Doggles harness, and I love this thing. It just fits her perfectly. I think it might be an eco-friendly harness, but don't quote me on that. I'll link to it so you can check it out, and I just highly recommend it. I think harnesses are really, really great for dogs. And then I can't remember where this leash is from. It might be from this company called Premier Eco Leash. I'll double check, but this is another company that's great. They sent me a bunch of products years ago, and they're eco-friendly leashes and harnesses and all of that. They're another great brand. And then, oh, the bag on here too. I can't remember if I made a video about this, but I'll link to it, of course, if I did. Years ago, I think in 2012, this great company sent me these vegan faux leather, a leash, and I want to say like a bag and this little pouch, and it's worn away, but I've kept the pouch for so long because, you know, why throw something out if it still works? But this used to be covered with this beautiful faux vegan leather, or I should say faux leather vegan. Anyways, you get it. Faux leather that happens to be vegan. And so the unfortunate thing is it wasn't durable enough to last super long, but when it was perfect and brand new, it was so pretty. And they gave me a collar, a leash, and I think, like I said, a bag or something. I will link to them. So if you're looking for like that leather look versus more of the fabric look into that company. Assuming they're still around, I'll link to them so you can look into all these products for your dog if you would like. And a few other things. Oh, I can't believe I'm just mentioning this. Evie, come here. Can I show something? I think she wants to lay down. So I'll show you these off her. But what Evie is wearing around her neck is a really, cool product. I actually meant to mention this first, but I got so excited about all the edible stuff. But she's wearing an amber dog collar that actually can help fend off fleas. And I heard about this through a friend, and the friend heard about it from a vet. I was skeptical of it, but this company, this really great company called Precious Amber, makes these collars that are just so wonderful. So here's what they look like off her. It's just this really simple, this one's kind of twisted, amber collar. And they have a few different styles. They have some that have like gems in them. They have some with faux leather claps. That's the one that she's wearing. They sent me a bunch of them. So you can see all the different styles, and they have different sizes. So I think you can put these on cats as well. Double check on the website. They're really affordable. And the amber, if I remember correctly, comes from the Baltic Sea. And there's something about the properties in amber that naturally fends off fleas. Evie has been wearing one of these collars since, I think, the beginning of August. It is now mid-February, and she hasn't had any fleas. I have a separate video where I talk about all sorts of natural flea treatments. I've tried a lot over the years. I've tried a lot of different products, sprays, powders, collars. In fact, I have this collar right here, I think from Dr. Mercola. This is like a natural flea collar. This, out of everything I'm going to mention in this video, did not work. So this was a fail. I got this on iHerb. I'll link to it if you want to try it. But it smelled really good. The smell wore off after a few weeks, so I don't even know how well it was working, and it did not really fend off the fleas here in California. Now, flea problems really depend on where you live. They depend on the time of year. So something like this may work for you depending on if the fleas aren't very bad, or maybe you haven't used a ton of flea treatment and so they're super sensitive, or you know, maybe, I don't know, there's so many factors, right? So this did not work for me, but I don't want to stop you from looking into it, because I did think it was cool. It was just like a natural version of some of those more toxic flea collars out there with I think it had like essential oils and stuff on it. But the amber collar, I can tell you, has worked wonderfully. I think I've seen one flea on Evie since August. So August, September, October, November, December, January. It's been over 6 months since she's been wearing that collar, and probably one flea in that entire time. That's amazing. I'm going to test these out over the summer, or the early parts of the summer, so I'll keep you posted. Maybe I'll do another video sharing about that. But that's been my experience so far. And oh, I think the last thing I want to mention is this really, really wonderful company called EcoSevi, which makes products for both humans and animals. And this one, I think it's called Monday. I think there's a few different names. I will link to it. The parent company is called Sevi, or EcoSevi, and they're labeled as Pitaya. These are also some of the older products, so they may have updated them with labels and names and all of that, but they make all these wonderful body care products for dogs. So they have shampoos and conditioners like the one I have here. They have a lot of really nice balms for your dog's paws. So this one is protective for when it's super hot or cold. So if they're walking on snow or hot pavement, you can put this on their paws to protect them. And this is really great if their paws ever get chapped for any reason. I've put this on Evie's paws just to keep them moist. If I'm cutting her nails, I'll put this on just to make sure that she feels, you know, not too upset, like her feet are in great condition. And I think the last thing I wanted to mention here is this little toy. I found this at a grocery store. It was like on sale, and this is a company called Greenbone that makes eco-friendly dog products. So they have eco-friendly dog waste bags, so picking up after your dog when they go to the bathroom, and they have these really cute little tennis balls. Evie loves these. In fact, I'm gonna link to it. If I were to go get it right now, I'd have to dig under my bed because she hid one of her favorite toys under there. But one product I want to rave about is this super durable dog toy. I think they make a few shapes, but this one is in the shape of a crab. It is the most durable dog toy I've ever found, she's ever used. It squeaks, and she was never able to break into it, tear it apart, and tear out the squeaker, which she's done with most other toys. I'm amazed. She's had this toy for years. It's incredible. So if you're looking for a super durable toy, which I can't remember if it was technically eco-friendly, but to me it's eco-friendly if it lasts a while, because if you buy the super cheap products out there, the dog toys out there, your dog could destroy it in a day. So not only is that not really worth the money, but that material has to be thrown out. If you get a durable dog toy that lasts a long time, then it's more eco-friendly because you don't have to keep buying them and throwing things away. So I will link to that. I'm sorry I don't have the visual, and I'm probably forgetting some other things. If any of you have any questions, like I said, you can either ask me live if you're watching, or you can leave me a comment and ask me at any point. I'm here to help. I'm here to share with you everything I know about raising a eco-friendly vegan dog. So wherever your interest lies there, or if you just want to know more health tips, more healthy products, your dog does not have to be vegan. But I do think that it's a wonderful way of life. Just like being vegan as a person, a vegan dog is having a smaller impact on the environment. It can be really healthy for them because most vegan food products are made with really great ingredients. Most, not all, just like vegan human food is not always healthy. Checking the ingredients, a lot of these vegan companies tend to be very conscious about what they put in their food. So for example, this one from Gather, which makes non-vegan food as well. There's no genetically engineered foods. They use sustainably grown grains and vegetables. It's balanced for dogs. It is rich in omega-3 and 6 oils. They've completely formulated it to make it as healthy as possible without any animal products in it. And then Halo is very similar. They use wholesome ingredients from the earth, and they use plant protein from nutrient-rich chickpeas and peas, no animal protein or fat, no dairy. They have antioxidants from fruit and vegetables, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And most of these brands are free of wheat, corn, gluten, and soy. This one might have some soy in it. Actually, some of them, maybe they use soy as the protein, but double check. Like I said, I've been a huge fan of VDog for a long time. It's a completely vegan company. So if you want to support a brand that does not make any non-vegan products, VDog is the way to go. If you want something that's super easy to find, I think Natural Balance is great. And if you want to try out Halo or Gather, I've had very good experiences with them too. So that's it for now. I'm here for you. I think raising a vegan dog can be a really great choice. It does not have to be hard. It has been wonderful for Evie. She's thrived health-wise. Like I said, none of her issues have seemed to have any connection to her diet. I've taken her to multiple vets. In fact, the very first vet that I took her to is a Dr. Armighty May, and Armighty is based in Los Angeles, where I live. She is a on-call, or what's the word for it? She comes to your home. So you don't go to an office. She'll actually come to you and look at your dog, help you with any issue, prescribe you medications. She's just like any other vet. She actually performed Evie's surgery when Evie got spayed. So if she can go to different vet locations to do that, at least she used to do that. But she's wonderful as an in-house vet, and I think that's such a great option. So I will link to her information as well. And Armighty is actually doing a lot of great work in Los Angeles and other parts of the country and the world to help spread the word about the health benefits of the plant-based diet for dogs. In fact, she's involved with a lot of legislation in Los Angeles, so she's a great woman to follow. She is full of advice. She has been an incredible person to know. She's really just someone I admire and I appreciate. And Armighty, if you're watching this, thank you so much for all that you do. If you are looking for support, she's a wonderful person to turn to ask about anything health related and anything vegan related. So I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching. I do see someone saying hi live, so the green grabber is here. No, this is not pre-recorded. I'm reading your comment live right now, so if you're watching while I'm responding, I'm still live, but I am starting to wrap things up. If you have any questions or any comments, let me know. Otherwise, I will be sure to check out the comments and questions in the recorded section, the comment section of this video, because this will be up. If you want more information, I've got a ton of links for you down below in the description, and I'm happy to help you as much as I can. I, of course, have my videos on the main Eco Vegan Gal channel, so if you're looking for tips and tricks on all aspects of your lifestyle, go check that out. I generally mean it when I say that I'm here for you. And the green grabber says that he or she has a Shiba Inu, and I'm curious, what do you feed that dog, and do you have any questions for me before I go? I'll give you a moment to type it in. I know it can take a little while. If you guys would like to see more live videos from me, please let me know. I know I haven't been updating this channel very much because there isn't, I guess, too much to report on in my opinion, but now that I see all these products I've mentioned in this 30-minute video, I suppose I probably could do more regular videos here. So if that's something you'd like to see, please leave me a comment and I will let you know. And the green grabber asked if I like them, which I assume is Shiba Inus. I don't know that much about them, but I love all dogs. I'm very passionate about animals, and you know, if a dog has a sweet personality and is really adorable, I'm probably going to absolutely love it. So my answer is probably yes. All right, so thank you so much to everybody for watching. Thank you for the live comments from Green Grabber, and I will see you next time either on this channel or the main Eco Vegan Gal channel.